Is that what you had in mind, Mrs. Manning?
It is perfect, Briggs.
So, are you going to be a regular feature around here now?
I don't know. I'm only here because you were snowed in this morning, remember?
Well, could you stick around another hour or two? I'd love to run the lead editorial by you.
Sure I am. I think I can stick around a while.
Alex, let's get started here. You know the game. I mean, I got to sell some newspapers, and you got to spin your way out of a pretty serious PR problem.
Oh, I've just about given up, I have to admit. Trying to make anybody see that I'm innocent. No one understands me.
Oh, well, I understand you, Alex. And I've been misunderstood more than once or twice in my life. I mean, I've been accused of things.
Yes, but weren't those things true?
Well, that depends on how you look at it. I mean, you know how it is. People see evil when they want to see evil. I mean, when I tried to fight for the custody of my kid like any good father would, all of a sudden I became the heavy.
So the crimes you committed were out of tremendous love, is what you're saying?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, fine, whatever. Love crimes.
Like Romeo. I mean, look at him. He killed a man, he killed himself. People don't hold that against him. They think he's a hero. Like when you were trying to get your daughter back. There isn't anyone that you wouldn't have hurt, any crime that you wouldn't have
All right. Let's get back to your side of the story, all right?
Well, that's why I always knew it wasn't your fault. That's why I wanted to help you in your custody fight. Maybe you are the one person that could help me.
I can, Alex. I can tell your story from your point of view. I can give you more ink than any other paper on the East Coast. People will finally understand just how misunderstood you really are.
Well, get them to stop calling me a murderer, would you?
Well, I don't know if I can control that.
Because I'm not. Carlo died a terribly tragic death. But the only thing that I am guilty of is loving him too much.
And who isn't guilty of that once or twice?
That's right. And that's what I want people to know. What happened between Carlo and me is not a murder mystery, it's a love story. It's the greatest love story ever told.
From life to live.
Blair.
Oh, don't tell me you got snowed in again last night.
No, I just got here. Vicky called and told me to get down here, something about Star.
Well, she called and told me the same thing.
Star's okay, right?
She's fine.
Come on in, I guess, right?
Where's Vicky?
She's out someplace, I don't know.
Oh, no. This is another setup.
Wow. Pregnant and paranoid.
Oh, come on. You're the one that suckered me down into the sun yesterday and pulled the big switcheroo with Briggs. When this time you're doing the same con, except with Vicky. Well, I'm not falling for it today. Okay, Todd?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Manning. I'm sorry I didn't hear the bell. I was in the kitchen.
Hello, Lois.
Lois, why don't you tell Blair when Vicky's gonna get back?
Oh, any minute. And Mrs. Carpenter told me to make sure that you wait for her in the library.
All right.
So you sure that you didn't know anything about this?
No. Do you want coffee?
Look, I'm going to give Vicky 10 minutes just as a courtesy to her, and then I'm out of here.
You sure there's nothing wrong with Star?
She's fine.
Andrew, and his... Oh, you were right.
What?
You rewrote that headline. Made the whole story.
It practically is the whole story.
What did
Nothing. I'm not going to get into it with you.
Fine. Article's not bad, huh?
Oh, it's nothing like turning a cold-blooded murder into a love story.
Interviewing Alex was your idea, Blair.
Oh, but see, my idea was more along the lines of probing questions, in-depth answers, you know, journalism, Todd. But once again, you are all headline, no depth.
Now, this is just part 1. I still got part 2, 3, and 4. Hey, look, what Alex said is complicated. She seriously believes that she's not responsible for Carlo Hesser's death.
She said that.
Yeah. See, that's her line. See, in her world, she was so in love with the guy that she couldn't possibly murder him.
She fired the bullet that killed Carlo. I would say that that makes her somewhat responsible.
No, you see, that's her line, right? See, she was so much in love that she couldn't possibly call it committing murder.
She said that.
Yeah, she said, and I quote, "The only thing I'm guilty of is loving too much."
Oh, right. And I guess if I'm going 110 down Airport Road, all I'm guilty of is loving my car too much. Oh, please.
That's funny. No, that's funny. You should stick that in an editorial in the next edition.
No, what I should do is run it the same... You're doing it again. You are deliberately trying to suck me back into your life. Anything to keep me off balance, just like you did yesterday. Well, forget it. Forget it, Todd.
Look, Blair, I tricked you into coming into the sun, right? Okay, but I didn't trick you into staying all those hours once you got there.
I just wanted to finish what I started, that's all.
You like the in-depth answer so much, you give me an in-depth answer. You tell me, if Dorian wasn't trashing me every second, you would think about coming back down to the sun and working for me, wouldn't you? Come on, tell me the truth.
Quit changing the subject, Todd.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're the one that pulled that little tricky prank yesterday.
All right, look, I tricked you, all right? I conned you. I lured you down to the sun against your better judgment. So what? All I did was get you away from Star for a couple hours so you didn't have a nervous breakdown.
Oh, no, no. What you wanted to do was to get me out of the house, Todd, so it looked like that I wasn't taking care of Star now that she's sick.
So what, you're saying this is all about the custody battle? Well, we all know who put that in your head.
Oh, come on. Dorian's just trying to protect me.
From what, getting along?
Don't be ridiculous.
No, I'm serious. Every time you and I try and do something to help Star, she rides out of nowhere like some unwanted cavalry and tramples all over everybody.
Don't blame Dorian for what's going on here, Todd. You're the one that's ruined every opportunity we've had
You go
here.
ahead. You put all of this on me, Blair.
Todd, all you ever try to do is lie to me and manipulate me.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Oh, Todd, I believe it because I'm living it every day alone and being very careful. Because it's very hard to trust someone who doesn't even know what trust is. And how can I be honest with someone who can't even be
Who
honest?
are you to try and talk to me like that? You're about as dependable as... You're like the opposite of that.
Stop this, Todd.
Stop this, both of you. You two have a little girl who is terribly sick. If this is the way you are going to behave with each other, why in God's name would anyone lift a finger to help you?
The breakfast are hoping for help from the entire community for your daughter.
And you are squabbling and bickering like 5-year-olds.
Just another day at the Mannings.
Precisely my point. You cannot afford to have even one more day like this if you want your daughter to receive the kind of support that she needs from Landview.
Come on, isn't that the point, Vicky? This isn't about Todd and me. This is about Star.
Well, of course it is. Obviously, Star is the one who is in desperate need of a bone marrow donor. But you two are her parents. And it is your responsibility to act as if you are capable of raising her, not just attacking one another.
Star is an innocent baby. People are not going to withhold help from her and punish her just because we don't get along.
You don't get the connection, do you, Blair? Look, you are hoping that people will come to have a blood test to become possible bone marrow donors for your daughter, in exchange for which you're going to give them a ticket to this very exclusive fashion show that we are having.